Hello everyone, welcome to the Gacha news for this week of November 26th on the 59 Gaming channel. I am your host, Nolar, the man who used to play 8 gachas at once, but I can't even find time to grind one game. Let's get started with your weekly news. Okay, so for the Dragon Ball fans, when last week's videos and stuff teased another announcement, which should be out by today, everyone was rightfully disappointed. Well, it didn't take long for Dragon Ball Legends to make another fatal error. The Philippines App Store revealed that UI Sign Goku and Jiren would be coming to the game. Instead of acknowledging a mistake that would probably be made by a now ex-employee from the Philippines Apple Store, they're continuing to turn a blind eye, and in their current state of denial, they believe nobody knows this, even though we spam their Twitter. Either way, even though this was released early, I still believe the hype will be there to carry them through. But if they throw out something this crazy on Black Friday, which is just money, 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 what can they release that is hyper than this for New Year's? Next up, Lord of Heroes.
로드, 기다렸다고.
어서 오시구려, 로드. 예, 로드. 제게 맡겨주십시오. 미아이, 로드를 뵙니다.
로드께서 차별이 없는 세상을 만들어주시라 믿습니다.
가라, 기사들여.
For those of you who don't know about Lord of Heroes, it's a Korean published gacha game that was released by Clover Games a few months back. It's your standard turn-based RPG affair with beautiful animations. The game tries very hard to immerse you in the story where you are the Lord and your heroes, get it? Are helping you push through the territories and occupy several territories. Now the biggest news is that the Lord of Heroes is now available to be played on emulators. Well, why is that a big deal, you say? Well, in the beginning, when the game dropped, it banned emulators, and that was a big barrier of entry for some people. Why would I burn precious battery cycles on my phone when I can get the superior experience on your phone via an emulator? Again, it's a turn-based action RPG, so it lends itself more towards emulator play than, say, an action touchscreen game like Star Smash or Dragon Ball Legends. So, there's that. Well, if you're looking to hop into Lord of Heroes, at least you can load it up on BlueStacks, LD Player, or whatever your preferred emulator may be. Now, moving on to Action RPG. Punishing Gray Raven is launching a new JP server and announced a brand new Nier collab. Check out this promotional video right here. Most people aren't aware of what Punishing Gray Raven may be, so I'll give you a quick recap of the game. It's an action RPG that is published by HK Hero Entertainment. It is fast-paced action RPG which looks and plays similar to Honkai Impact 3rd, so much so that people call it a Chinese ripoff. But mechanics and systems are much deeper than that. You have your dodge, you have your auto attacks, as well as switching out to your team members, but the difference here is that combos unlock skills, and once you use a skill, your combo meter has to start over to show the skills again. At that point, it becomes very strategic as to when to use specific skills, when to switch units, and when to start and end your combo. Since the game is primarily in Chinese, it's a good sign for a global release because JP is getting their own version. So fingers crossed for 2021. Speaking of the Nier franchise, we've got Nier Reincarnation available to be pre-ordered on December 23rd on the JP servers. It's a gacha game based on the popular Nier franchise, which is something I've yet to play. Yeah, I know, I'm a bad gamer. The gameplay looks really good, but it's a landscape turn-based mode. But instead of a traditional turn-based mode, it seems like the skills recharge on their own time, and it's kind of action-based in that regard. So it's similar to the fantasy ATB system overall. At the very least, you can expect the art style and the music to be fantastic. We're hoping that the reception is very good in Japan so that it can be ported to global sometime in 2021. And next up, we've got Azure Lane. There is an Azure Lane Dead or Alive Venus Vacation collaboration being announced. Should be out by the time you see this video. So go ahead and check out this promo video for that. So let's recap. Azure Lane is a waifu collector where all the girls are technically warships, battleships, etc. They have various groupings as carriers, light ships, submarines, and more. And for the collab, we have Neo Tengu, who's going to be a carrier, Honaka and Nagisa, who's going to be a battleship, Monica, who will be a light cruiser, and Marie, who will be a destroyer. If you haven't played Azure Lane, it's a bullet hell style game with chibi art models for your ships. Having played it for roughly 3 to 4 months at launch, progression system is quite good, and it's actually very free to play friendly. So if you want to hop into the world of Azure Lane, it might be a good time to do that. Last but not least, we've got some new games coming out. When you see this Gacha news clips, the Shining Beyond Gacha should be out available for global launch. So this game resembles kind of King's Raid's art style in terms of the anime art style, but the gameplay is a little different. Each run will consist of several different rooms, as you can see in the top left, where when you complete the room, fight in the room, you choose where you go next, kind of like a Darkest Dungeon thing. And the gameplay itself, it's kind of like an idle game. Obviously, when you start it off, you're going to be really strong, overpowering with the difficulty and with your skills in combat, but as you progress, you might need to queue up your specific skills to get through it. Now, the issue here is the gacha system in this game is primarily a shard system. Now, put down your pitchforks. I usually hate shard mechanics for a gacha, but it feels bad to put a pull unit to only convert it to 30 shards when you need 300 to go to the next rarity or power level. But the saving grace for Shining Beyond is the fact that dailies and weeklies allow you to craft specific hero shards, and then the specific game modes have increased drop rates on shards, so overall it seems not so bad right now, but time will tell if 12 Braves, who is the publisher, will maintain this form of generosity. And that's it for this week's issue of Gacha News. And for everyone in the US, we'd like to say Happy Thanksgiving. I want to say on behalf of 59 Gaming, we are extremely thankful to have you, our fans, supporting us. We wouldn't be able to make the tremendous strides that we have made without you. That said, if you liked the video, hit that like button. If you're new here and like the content, hit that subscribe button, notification bell to know when we go live with your videos. And I'm your host, Nolar, signing off from the Gacha News Weekly on the 59 Gaming Network. See ya.